an effort to discourage Japanese militarism, Western powers including Australia, the United States, Britain, and the Dutch government in exile, which controlled the petroleum-rich Netherlands East Indies, stopped selling iron ore, steel, and oil to Japan, denying it the raw materials needed to continue its activities in China and French Indochina. In Japan, the government and nationalists viewed these embargoes as acts of aggression. Faced with the choice between economic collapse and withdrawal from its recent conquests, the Japanese Imperial General Headquarters began planning for a war with the Western powers in April or May of 1941. The Eastern Plan started with the initial attack on the U.S. Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, with carrier-based aircraft of the combined fleet.
The Pacific War, also sometimes called the Asia-Pacific War, refers broadly to the parts of World War II that took place in the Pacific Ocean, its islands, and in the Far East. It is generally considered that the Pacific War began on December 7, 1941, with the invasion of British Malaya and the attack on Pearl Harbor in the United States territory of Hawaii by the Empire of Japan. The Pacific War saw the Allied powers against the Empire of Japan, the latter aided by Thailand and to a lesser extent by its Axis allies, Germany and Italy. It culminated in the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the United States and the Soviet invasion of Manchuria, resulting in the surrender of Japan, and the end of World War II on August 15, 1945. The surrender of Japan occurred aboard the battleship USS Missouri.
The Pacific War was the largest naval conflict in history. Across the huge expanse of the Pacific Ocean, the two most powerful navies in the world found themselves locked in a death struggle. The war was fought in every possible climate, from the Arctic conditions to the appalling heat and swelter of the South Pacific. Every conceivable type of naval activity was represented: carrier aviation battles, surface engagements, bitterly fought night fights, the largest amphibious landings of the entire war, and the stealthy, brutal battles waged by and against submarines. Some very important dates and attacks were the attack on Pearl Harbor, sinking of the Prince of Wales and Repulse, raids into the Indian Ocean, Battle of the Coral Sea, Battle of Midway, Battle of the Commandorsky Islands, Battle of the Philippine Sea, the Battle of Iwo Jima, sinking of Yamato, the atomic bomb, and the date when Japan surrenders.